Samuel Gill for RidersHub here with championship winning head coach Rob Paternostro. How you doing, Rob? How does that sound?
That sounds great. Feels great. Whenever you can last throughout a season and be on top like that, the feeling is amazing. Sunday's game, we did what we had to do, and yeah, felt great.
Talk us through that game then against the Cheshire Phoenix. How did it feel? How did it feel at the end of the fourth quarter when it was finally decided?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I think going into the game we felt good. I thought, Friday's game, we played okay, got the W. Once we got to Saturday, I thought the guys were really looking forward to finishing it off Sunday. And I saw that in the warm-ups, you could feel it. You could feel that the guys were ready. And, first play of the game, Pino split the defense, dunked it in traffic. Yeah, that felt good to see that right off the bat. But real professional win from us. Multiple guys contributing like they have throughout this league campaign. So it was a nice way to finish it off.
On a personal note, of course, five times level with Kevin Cadle now. Must be a great accolade for yourself, despite, of course, it being a team effort as well as an effort from yourself and the coaches.
Yeah, I mean, when you say that name, Kevin Cadle, that certainly means a lot to me. He was a good friend of mine, a guy that helped me a lot in my coaching career, someone that I leaned on, to speak with, especially early on and whenever I had a big game. So, yeah, whenever I can see my name next to an all-time great like that, it feels good, and it also feels good because he was a good friend of mine.
How was the feeling in the camp then after the game, of course, in the dressing room, and seeing pictures of you being sprayed by champagne, and the rest of the side? How was that to celebrate?
Never gets old, my man. Never gets old. Those celebrations are what it's all about, and I think that the guys had a blast. But we've had such a good time being together this year. In a year where, when you leave practice, especially for these guys here, they go home to their rooms, don't really do too much.
Yeah, don't really do a lot, yeah.
Real family in here, and we really leaned on each other a lot to get through everything this season. So when you win something like that together, the emotions come out, and yeah, it's a wonderful feeling with a wonderful group.
How does it rank then as a result, of course, with the pandemic, having like you say, everyone goes home and doesn't really do a lot. You can't really celebrate as such barring in the dressing room.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, but I think when you look at it, I think this league title, 30 games, having to go to the last game, London did an amazing job. They're still winning. And at this point, they're pretty much going to win out, maybe 12 wins in a row or something. So we had to hold on, and we were able to do that. I think when you look at the league this season, from top to bottom, they added the other four imports. So it was a challenge night in and night out. And to have a 24-6 record in this league is something that is really exceptional. And I think that this is one of the tougher leagues we've had to do it in. So yeah, it feels amazing.
Finally, talking about May Madness and the playoffs. Just quickly talk to me about that and next week and how preparation's going to go ahead of the playoffs. Of course, it won't be at the O2 this year. It'll be right here at the Morningside Arena, travelling around, and Bristol flies first up.
Yeah, definitely a different type of format a little bit this year. Obviously, the 2 legs in the first round, but in 2 different venues. So
yeah, 2 different venues.
We'll be in Newcastle on Monday and then Worcester on Wednesday to play Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol. Yeah.
So you're in 2 venues where you're not even playing the team that are at that venue, but it's unique. So it's more like a tournament than the playoffs. Playoffs to me are series, 5-game series, 7-game series. That's something I hope at some point we can get to, because I think that would be great, especially a season like this would be awesome. But when you play 2-legged basketball, you know that the first leg, those 40 minutes, all count. And it really sets up what you do in the next 40. So you'll have to be ready to go. Bristol, surprising that they're at they have a lot of talent. Strength, athleticism, shooting, they have it. So it's going to be a tough matchup, and I think that we have to be ready to play right from the start.
Have you got a message for the fans to end off? Of course, they couldn't be there at both Cheshire and the Morningside Arena throughout the season. Have you just got a quick message to end this off?
Yeah, thanks to the fans. So we get the messages, and we know you're there. Obviously, you haven't been in the arenas with us and traveling on the road with us, but we'll see you back soon, and we can't wait for that. Hopefully, before it's all said and done, we'll bump into each other. But thanks for the support. We definitely get the messages.
Thank you very much for your time, Rob.